What is going on, everyone? I hope you are having a beautiful Thursday. Today I wanted to create this video to really share with you stock news updates on 3 stocks that I have been monitoring, as well as me having a position in each company. Now, first off, I'm not a financial analyst. All of the information I'll be sharing with you is from my perspective, and when you are considering to making an investment, please take my information as guidance and do your research. Before I begin, I'd like to share with you some alliseeisW branded products that I have on Amazon e-commerce, and I would leave the links down below. This is for drinking products, double insulated drinking products where you can add hot coffee or cold water, or where you can keep it cold or hot for many hours, as well as reusable stainless steel straws. I have it in silver, blue, gold, pink, multicolor. So please take advantage of that if you're really trying to add value to reduce the impact that we have on this environment, to make the environment more healthy and cleaner. Now, the first stock I wanted to share with you is iBio, ticker IBIO. Why do I like iBio so much? Well, this is a biotechnology company headquartered in Texas, led by CEO Tom Isett. In fact, the company is branching out to the San Diego area as well, which is known for being the central hub for biotechnology. And what's driving iBio up in the prior weeks? I mean, from my perspective, it seems like the stock market sentiment has been growing, at least for this ticker iBio. I mean, we've seen the stock go from like $1.20, hovering at the low point, where you see a lot of shorters trying to bring down this company. But from my perspective, we're beginning to see change, inflection points with iBio, and that's looking very solid, at least for long-term investors like me. And iBio in the long term, I know that stock analysts are forecasting that it will reach around the $3 range, but held long term, from my perspective, if you hold on to this like beyond 2022 onwards, this stock can potentially go up to like $10 plus. So that's why I firmly believe iBio will really add value to all the shareholders who have high conviction in this company, because not only is it specific on trying to come out with effective and safe vaccines. People tend to think that it's only a COVID-19 vaccine play, but this company also delivers on fibrotic disease, swine flu disease in humans and animals. And in fact, with its iBio 202 program, that just tells you that it's really diversifying and really trying to see how fast farm technology can bring out the value with its unique protein characterization using its patented technology, fast farm. So that's why I have high belief that in the long term this company will grow, and we continue to see Tom Isett add additional experienced team members to his all-star team, right? I mean, Mr. Everett, who has 20 years of experience in protein characterization in the biotech industry. I mean, he was previously CEOs at various biotechnology companies, and seeing how he's now part of the team, that just shows that this company is really positioned for success from a long-term perspective. And that's why I'm holding on to my shares of iBio, because I firmly believe in the long term it will grow significantly. So that's my insight for you I wanted to share with iBio. Next ticker I wanted to talk about is Innerscope Hearing Technologies, a medical device company based out in Roseville, California, led by CEO Matthew Moore. Now, what's so unique about this company, right? Well, they are a research and developer in the medical device hearing aids. Why do I like this company so much? Well, I know that with hearing problems, from a global scale, there's so much people that have this problem in the world and really can benefit from using INND's product line. And I really think that the share price will begin to catapult onwards from here on out, because while we've seen the share price go like all the way up to like 7 cents back in February, we've seen 4 months of the share price going down. Now, I was making videos at the time when the share price was at the low point of like 0.014, and since then, weeks later, I mean, not too long ago, the share price is already like at, you know, the mid 2 cents up close to 3 cents. So that right there alone, you see a 80% gain in positive proceeds. But that's not to say that it'll stop there, because from a long-term perspective, it doesn't really matter if you get it at 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents, 7 cents, right? If you hold this long-term up to $1, that's how you really establish wealth. And that's my forecasting, because I'm really holding on to this for long term, because I really envision future valuation growth with INND's product line. The fact that they not only make medical device hearing aids, but they also have ancillary products providing vitamin nutrients with CBD extracts to really support with hearing, where patients can benefit from that, as well as having different partnerships with phone apps to support with hearing benefits, as well as also having an e-commerce platform with support from Amazon and Walmart. So that's huge. And soon there will be the rollout of kiosks around different areas around the United States, and that will only just provide more exposure to INND, as well as working with BJ's as a distributor. So can you imagine if you look beyond where we are currently today, and if you were to like have a zoomed out perspective and have like a 1-2 years forecasting outward, we shall see INND positioned to do really well, because with all of its financials, that's the current problems that they're dealing with right now. But they've gone through this problematic situation for many months now, and where the company is currently today compared to where they were about 4 months ago, it's looking great, because they've just released their financials on the prior quarter, and that's already visible to everyone. So we see a turning point here, and the company's paying their dues to the Food and Drug Administration as a medical device established entity, as well as paying the SEC for its financial processing of data. So that's looking very solid, and that's why I'm holding on to my diamond hands for INND, because it's really going to catapult. I'm forecasting in Q3 up to like 10 cents and onwards from that point on. So let's not lose sight of what INND can do for you. The last ticker I wanted to share with you is Skye Bioscience, ticker SKYE. Why do I like Skye so much? Well, this is a company that is part of the whole cannabinoid research, where they have a prodrug called THC VHS intended to be used on patients who are experiencing glaucoma. We know that glaucoma is a bad disease that is really irreversible when it comes to blindness. Once you're blind, you really can't reverse that whole symptom. And what Skye Bioscience is working on is a prodrug, THC VHS, a natural THC derived modified bioengineered product that has valine hemisuccinate to add to the eye to reduce intraocular pressure. And according to their preclinical trials data, while in use with Ropressa, as well as while seeing it be studied as a single agent study against latanoprost, it has demonstrated superior reduction in intraocular pressure. And that's what glaucoma patients really want to hear. Current state, glaucoma patients are taking like 3 doses of their type of a product that they're working on the commercially available drugs. But from my perspective, once Skye Bioscience's product is able to be approved by the Food and Drug Administration in the years to come, this ticker is really going to take off, right? I mean, beyond $10, $20. So let's say if you are interested in this company, I would highly recommend doing your research and looking at why this company is positioned for success, because there's not too many people in this market. I mean, with cannabinoid research, right, trying to bridge the gap between natural medicine and healthcare. And that's why there's companies like GW Pharmaceuticals, recently acquired by Jazz Pharmaceuticals. That's a huge testament to tell you that cannabinoid research is becoming an increased demand. And here you have Skye Bioscience, one of the many few pioneers that's specific to glaucoma research, right? And that's huge, and that's only just one product right now. We know that CBD VHS multiple indications for use will be announced in this year, as well as its neuroprotective data coming out in Q3 of this year. So this company really is positioned for success, where there's so many milestones that will be coming in. Today I am pleased to announce that the company had just added an additional arsenal to their already all-star team that Puneet Dhillon has established, and that is Dr. Miguel. And with his experience, I just firmly believe that this company is really going to take off. I mean, with the new ophthalmologist on board. I mean, he's previously worked at Harvard Medical Center and is currently the council member for European ophthalmology. He's a board member of that program. So I just see how there's just going to be connection between Europe, United States. We know that clinical trials is taking place with this clinical investigator in Australia. So there's just connections all around the world now, and it's really going to be a paradigm shift with how we look at cannabinoid research. And this isn't a type of company where you can get your cannabis from the local dispensary store. This is derived from a bioengineered drug product that's actually patented. So that's what's different between Skye Bioscience and companies like GW Pharmaceuticals, right? So you won't have like copycats be able to, you know, copycat and use the same type of drug molecule that you have established, because once a company like Skye gets approved by the Food and Drug Administration, you have like a 7-year market exclusivity, right, where there's no company that can really copycat your company for many years. So I firmly believe that Skye Bioscience will monopolize this market, at least in the ocular space, and begin to branch out into different potential areas. Will it be cancer research? Will it be additional ocular disease treatments that Skye is to be focused on? Will it be like breast cancer? Will it be skin cancer? There's just a wide range of different areas that this company can tap into, and that's why I believe this is really an opportunity right now for early investors to hold on, plant the seeds, and let it germinate, because in the long term you're going to have a big redwood tree growing very tall. So that's how I see it. That's how you really build on wealth creation. You hold on to it long term. And where we see the current share price, I mean, it previously ran from like 10 cents all the way up to like 26 cents in the prior weeks. Now it's currently at the hovering phase of like 16 cents. Hey, that's great news, okay? And looking at it from a zoomed out perspective, that just tells you the potential in this company. And once big time whales and sharks want to get into this company, where they want to get a certain amount of shares, that's only going to drive the price up significantly. So we've seen that happen in the prior weeks, and that it will start coming more and more and more and more as we see time go by. And with neuroprotection data coming out, that's going to be an eye-opener, at least for many early investors, existing investors, and perhaps new investors, as well as institutions. But the institution buy-ins will start coming. We'll start hearing about potential acquisitions, other companies being interested once we see the phase 1 human clinical trials data, and that potentially can be like at a price range of like $2 at that time frame. And well before that, before the end of the year, around the time of human clinical trials, we can see the share price hover around the $1 range and beyond that. So I have high conviction in Puneet Dhillon, the CEO, because he has experience working at Oncosec, a cancer-based research company, as well as being the VP of operations and finance at Inovio Pharmaceuticals. So with that type of experience in biopharmaceuticals, I have high belief that we have the right CEO who can really execute and gain traction for this company, and most importantly, attracting different investors that see the value in Skye Bioscience. So overall, I hope that this video provided more insight with respect to updates around these companies, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And let's say if you're new to this channel, please make sure to subscribe to alliseeisW and hit the thumbs up to support my channel. And if you really enjoyed this content, have a great day, y'all. Goodbye.